is no radar setup, and they rely on bright light. People that are in the tower here at Fairford, their day jobs generally are air traffic controllers and air traffic control systems. We've seen the RAF display performing with in recent years by virtue of the fat tax. Yeah, increasing the rate by about 30%, a very was dissolved in the wake of the Cold War because unit, the basic Chancellor, was previously a MiG-21 operator. Well, here it comes now, in fact. Manoeuvring, there is negative lift being produced by the tail surface at the back of the aircraft, which does not contribute to the overall performance of the aircraft. Whereas with the canard and the delta wing, both are performing and producing lift for the aircraft performance. Coming down for a low approach. Flown by Captain in fact, at one stage recently with the quick reaction. He and his aircraft comes from Tactical Air Force Wing 74 at Bruges in Bavaria. cooperation between the different Eurofighter operating nations. Geschwader 74 of the German Air Force with the EF-2000. We're not having much luck with the specially painted display jets so far this week, are we? The Danish F-16 went unserviceable, the Canadian CF-188 yesterday went unserviceable. Hopefully we'll see the painted one.
Yeah. I want to see the Harrier actually.
GR5 and GR7 for the RAF arrived in the late 1980s, and this, the EAV-8B Plus model, from 1996. So that's because of the different radar fix, isn't it? Well, in fact, yes, our aircraft were never fitted with a radar, but this aircraft fitted with an APG-65 multimode radar, which gives it the ability to carry AMRAAM missiles. When Spain first got the Harrier, it flew them from the aircraft carrier, even with a relatively small fleet at their disposal. From Istanbul to Helsinki and remaining on station for about 6 months. The fantastic thing about the Royal International Air Tattoo, we can look into the past of the RAF and the Royal Navy with aircraft types still in existence and still being flown on a day-to-day basis around the world, visible over the skies of Gloucestershire. And so as the noise dies away, that was, but now we're going to be seeing vertical flight demonstrated in a rather different fashion, and it's to the UK's
Today is Flight Lieutenant Ian Cooper, known to us as Coops. He has more than 1,000 flying hours on the Chinook, which he's plotted up on numerous operational deployments, including off Shader and off Newcombe in Mali. Joining Coops in the cockpit today is Flight Lieutenant James Patrick. He's our New Zealand exchange officer, who's had the pleasure of flying alongside for the past 2 years. to his onward battlefield location. So as you can see, the team are now positioning to drop the unswung load in front of you. Dropping off an unswung load requires robust and effective communication between all members of the crew. The pilots are able to see what's going on under the aircraft. So this is achieved by the crewmen in the rear of the cabin painting a mental picture of the pilot over the intercom, using voice marshalling to direct the aircraft to the precise drop-off point, ensuring the aircraft lands safely clear of the load. As it comes past, Scoop will quickly turn the aircraft away from the crowd before reversing it, bringing the aircraft back in the opposite direction. Whilst the Chinook operates above on the ground, as the Chinook begins its second pass of the dog road, you see the team's number 2 crewmen looking out the starboard window. Please give Fabian, our French exchange crewman, away. Let's see how long he can keep the nose up on the helicopter. Fingers crossed he'll bring it to a stop on just those 2 wheels. Lovely work, Coops. The Chinook can carry a wide-shoulder departure by using all of that available power offered by the 2 impressive 5,000 horsepower manual engines. The aircraft can quickly depart the area, minimising the risk presented by a variety of threats that we face in the modern battlefield. As the aircraft repositions, we like to express our gratitude to our air operations staff brought to the stop. With the speed under control, the crew will now position it forward and down to the ground. Your photos and videos, if you've taken any good ones today, we'd be very grateful if you could tag us using the hashtag #BladeSlap. As a reminder, come and find us over at the RAF Village all day today. On behalf of myself and the team, thank you very much for watching our roll demonstration. We hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. So for one last time, please put your hands together for the 2000.
Side stick control on the A400M. The non-flying pilot will call rotate any moment now, and there we go, just about 3,000 feet.
It's given 200 wing refueling pods to make this a 3-point tanker for the first time.
Yes, the hose drum unit on the ramp of the aircraft is there to refuel larger aircraft like another A400M.
And so in for the first of its flypasts.
Probably not right now, but the A400M is capable of indeed, yes.
So undercarriage down now.
Yes, so you can see 12 main wheels on the undercarriage. It's what we call a high flotation undercarriage, spreading that 141 tons equally over those 12 for the maximum braking to really shorten the landing as much as possible. And of course with those 4 engines in reverse thrust, which I know the captain didn't do today.
Yes, I suspect he's been asked to turn off the taxiway further down.
Yes, you know, you can land in a very, very short distance with a very heavy payload, and that's what the A400M is all about, getting its payload.
Display colourful fly past and engaging ground events. The team now will operate to the rear of Air Tattoo, please put your hands together for the 2024 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Rebels! Instead of arriving in our trademark Diamond 9 formation, Red 1 bringing the team immediately.
I've done one, that'll keep that.
Rodney is a former Typhoon pilot. He's a former qualified flying instructor on the Tucano, where he was the Tucano spray back in 2012. Reds 8 and 9 perform a rollback to change the shape. In the middle of that right wing uppermost is Red.
I think he's probably done it more times. It's a bit of passion. Yeah. He's red 10, so he's sort of standing. His job is doing the...
On the front row, on the far left-hand side is Red 5, Flight Lieutenant George Holiday. George is in his first year of the most popular manoeuvre we fly. This is the Tornado! The ball call is made by Red 9 as Reds 8 and 9 roll around the rest of the formation. Watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings the team down the line.
Oh, nice. They'll also be able to roll it like that using...
The front of 5, 4 split! As we go into the second half, you now see the team break down to 2 distinctive halves. Off to the right hand side, you have Reds 1 through 5, they are now known as Enid, named after Enid Blyton's famous 5. Reds 6, 7, 8 and 9 to the left are now known as Hannah, named after squad leader Ray Hannah, one of the first members of the Red Arrows, the only team leader to lead the team for 4 years. He took the team from a 7-ship to a 9-ship and was also responsible for our world famous Diamond 9. Enid from the right, Hannah from the left, 4, 5, 4, cross. Keep your eye on Enid to the left-hand side. On the hall. 8 and 9 rolling red and blue. Get your cameras ready. It's the Hannah break. Red 7 and 8 to the left hand side. Red 6 and 9 to the right hand side. Ladies and boys and girls, get your cameras ready for the Hannah pass. In his third and final year on the team, a former Tornado pilot, former Typhoon pilot, as he lines up with Enid in the distance to fly the Goose. Red 9 climbing up, smoking the red, the white and the blue, followed by Enid going off to our left hand side. Hit by only 100 feet, that's only 30 metres. They'll go unsighted at the last very second in the opposition barrel roll. Eight and 9 roll go. The coloured smoke comes on as Reds 8 and 9 roll around the smoke of Enid in the corkscrew. Red 7 off to the right, Red 6 off to the left as they complete the manoeuvre called the carousel. Six rolling in as Red 6 and 7 now roll inverted. Red 6 and 7 pushing against that negative G, trying to prevent all the blood from rushing to their head, with Red 7 and 8 underneath matching depth and length for the Spanner mirror pass. Two and 3 roll goes, Reds 2 and 3 roll to the outside. Clear goes, Reds 4 and 5 roll to the outside. In one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilot each year to master, this is display season. Keep your eye on Red 7 and 8 who are uppermost to Red 6 and 7. Red 8 smoking blue, Red 9 smoking red. As they draw a wonderful 60 in the sky to celebrate 60 display seasons for the Red Arrows. Red 6 and 7 breaking hands together for the 2024 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Red Arrows!
Okay, I'm seeing a potential collision with new space debris. Estimated collision in T-minus 15 seconds.
To help talk through this display is the team's reserve pilot, Lieutenant Colonel Eric Mickelson. Eric, very warm welcome to
blue and yellow, because that was the original painting and the color scheme for the Norwegian flying school during World War II.
Yes,
on the triangle or delta formation, and the team is going to turn to the right and come up in a chevron to the sides of the aircraft.
But I suppose the forward sweeping is to keep the centre of gravity in roughly the right place.
Yes, yes. This is a formation that we call the arrow.
And an aircraft, how many hours did they log from Bardufoss?
We have flown about 20 hours to get here. We participated in an air show in Sola in southern Norway about a month ago. And then we transited for 3 days from Oslo, Norway to get here. This is what we call the dart formation or rocket formation. As we can see, they come in the double trail, 3+3, then we'll reformate on an echelon formation before the splitting. Then they will set up for a flyby to greet the audience. So please wave to the formation when they pass by.
Please do show your appreciation to the Royal Norwegian Air Force Yellow Sparrows. And you're part of quite a big contingent from your Air Force here. We've got F-35s, we've got a C-130, and we've got the AW-101 SAR Queen for the first time.
That's true. We have a very big detachment.
Yes.
At Fairford this year.
And our friends from the Norwegian Air Force Historical Squadron, Kenneth Åkevisla, is here as well with his vampire as part of our Royal Canadian Air Force centenary theme.
Yeah, they're actually part of the right.
Something worth going to. We should go to the Canadian.
And the Spitfire is from
pilots, Vivian and Sunderland. And Sunderland gave us a bit of a, Scott gave us a bit of a tour around their Wildcats. Like, honestly, so fun.
And so as the 6 MFI-15 Safaris come into land, a quick message from George Baker.
Oh, thank you very much indeed, Ben, and lovely for UK's rocket launches. And also, if you're interested in speed, well, Royal Air Force and England Rugby's Rory Underwood will be there along with FCC test pilot Chris Sasquatch. No, back to the flyback.
Thank you, George. We are indeed moving straight on with our next display, which comes from the fleet air arm of the Royal Navy, and we've seen the Leonardo from the left. We're delighted to present the 2024 Royal Navy helicopter display team, the Black Cats.
I love these things.
They're doing about 130 knots indicated airspeed, and coming up to the display center point, pulling up into synchronized 360-degree wingovers. Leading the team for 2024 is Foresight Black One, Lieutenant Michael Vivian, who joined the Royal Navy 11 years ago. He's been operating the Wildcat since sort of the naval equivalent of QRA, Quick Reaction Alert, really. Holding a short notice roster in case of maritime terrorism incidents. In towards us and pulling up once again. Positioning high above us before the steep nose down. A slight reverse for a bow.
Guys, do you remember me?
Only about one rotor span between the two Wildcats now, but we'll see them pulling out from one another slightly, turning to face one another, and they're about to perform the carousel.
Oh, I love these types of carousels.
Final manoeuvre, the two Wildcat HMA-2s of 865 Naval Air Squadron at RNAS Yeovilton, forming the Royal Navy Helicopter Display Team for 2024, the Black Cats.
An unassuming aircraft, but I have really been looking forward to this display. There is a vast amount of negative G, one of the nicest slow rolls you will ever see, and a very impressive envelope being used for +7 to -3.5. This is a fantastic display.
Bringing the PC-9M in past us.
Very nice 4-point roll. I think the cloud face just slightly less than anticipated or required for his full show. So
Italian Typhoons and Hungarian Gripens provide the air defence of Slovenia's airspace. PC-9M provides them with a So he's extended the landing gear now. And he's going to be performing a roll with the gear down.
could say temporarily at the apex of that, the gear up, yes.
Such a big part of his display. You can see nonetheless the crispness of this aircraft handling demonstrated throughout.
Onto the B-axis, we'll be using a minimum height of 500 feet for aerobatic manoeuvres, 300 feet for other dynamic manoeuvres, and 100 feet for flight.
And each time mark will be on the vertical portions.
This is beautiful.
Now just explain to us what makes this so hard to perform.
He's using all 4 axes of control. And at each element of that turn through 360 degrees, which has probably gone over 1 nautical mile to conduct that, he's using
For the requirement for a new trainer to replace the jet provost that saw the short Tucano being brought into service, and then when the Tucano was to be replaced, it was replaced by a much more advanced variant.
yeah.
formation, enable under the cloud to perform a quarter clover leaf, and they'll be bringing the formation back down the line for a barrel roll. They pull through inverters. Then positioning for another formation change into box formation. Pairs running in from right and left for a crossover. Three of the extras head away from us. It's time for the solo man to show us what he can do. And here we have a real veteran of the team, retired Colonel Sharif Hassouk. He's been with them since 2017. He's got more than 5,700 flying hours. Rejoins from the left with the solo passing under and crossing. The three aircraft are now in line abreast formation for a line abreast loop. And from this they'll be transitioning into a barrel roll. And why do we call it the barrel roll, Mark?
If you imagine a barrel laid out in front of the aircraft, the aircraft fly around the inside of the barrel. So it's a pitching and rolling manoeuvre concurrently.
But again, one which is very important to achieve the correct gate height at the top.
Yes.
I've got two lots of cookies to be ordered here.
Slide from the solos and then torque rolling back down. And again, crossing with his three colleagues. And out of that, quarter clover leaf, a downward split. Famous manoeuvres of the Royal Jordanian Falcons as the solo pulls up exuberantly beyond them. The three-ship formation has rolled inverted, but now half rolling erect once more. The team comes from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, and coming up from them, the Hashemite break. Which he does on the knife edge, and exactly at the centre of the crowd as well. Indeed so. And the line abreast, 3 ships executing a loop, and it'll be a very smart formation rejoined by the number 4 as they head off and away from us. The team. For the number 1 and number 4, quite a conventional slow roll, but for the outside 2 aircraft. We give you the 2024 Royal Jordanian Falcons. Performing their bill shape. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Saudi Hawks. That was the bill shape. The team leader currently is Lieutenant. As you can see, from your left-hand side, that's the Saudi flag roll maneuver. Number 4, Major Zaid al-Sufyani, is from the west of Saudi Arabia, from a city called RIAT. He flew the F-15C previous in his career with over the main section will continue.
and they will cross right in front of you on the display line. Make a circle around 76 and they will cross in front of you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Saudi horse.
The solar display being performed by Captain Emily who's been flying for about 18 years and has experience on the 4 Hawk Mark 51s ordered by the Finns built in Britain, the next 46 by RIAT, which is now RAF. They then ordered 7 more as Mark 51As by virtue of the red and white colour scheme. Now this is the scheme that these aircraft sported in Swiss airports. Oh, thanks, Doug. It's quite rare nowadays to see a solo Hawk display. Obviously the RAF doesn't have one anymore. So it's a insight on the spray. Central Flames. Jetson, the sound of fear. Egyptian cat. Very appropriately there.
Remember to share your photos and videos using the hashtag CF18Demo.
principal locations. From the Swedish Gripen there, which and during this NATO's 75th anniversary, quickly the air traffic control have had to ask him to keep moving. Now to the Royal Canadian Air Force that we once again turn. Breaking away at the CF-180. Or possibly not, possibly internally in the aircraft to preserve its stealth characteristics.
heads up, believing we are about to see an underdog. As the 346 is the without something like the master, jumping from basic trainers to fighter jet would be way too tough. The master has pilot waiting for high-tech jets with digital cockpit and amazing performance, matching those of an advanced fighter. He needs Barconesi to fly his brilliant master. This initial cooperation is crucial in shaping a successful product. As you may have already realized yourself, the Master is fully digital like the most modern combat aircraft. It features a flying-by-wire.
Because weather permitting, we hope that you've got two more displays to talk about from your flight test centre. But now we look back 50 years to Donner's Hold in Surrey on the 21st of August 1970.
Typhoon display. Closely followed by the wave of jet noise. Ladies and gents, as he rolls the aircraft nice and slowly, but a slow roll. This one's a brutal one, ladies and gents, so we're now expecting him to do a 270A on roll, do a shot at the top side of the jet before pushing -3 away, -3G away from the ground. He then rolls the aircraft the right way up and pulls a positive 9G into the match rate turn, known as the 12G swing. This really shows off the match performance of the amazing Eurofighter Typhoon. excellent 60 years of the Red Arrows.
A rapid takeoff after just 400 meters run up.
That's a good point actually, because I don't have my picture. If I see them,
Zero affection in the audience. A spectacular sense of humor.
Yeah, you scream as well.
Avionics and onboard systems provide real-time data and precise control.
So what purpose is this?
It was more like a secret message, but the good thing of real-time. The anniversary of the absolute speed record for piston engine sequence on October 23, 1934, Francesco Gello pushed his MC-72 to an astonishing 9 kilometers per hour, a record still standing today. North America.
Because if you're here for the whole weekend, then you get the whole chance to look at the international experience.
Once again, its vital role in the most challenging missions. To celebrate this journey with you until 2024. The story begins way back. Altering the political landscape and putting the whole problem at risk. Way to aircraft, 9/11 happened. Both military and commercial aviation were no longer the same.
Jack Hughes has got VIP tickets for tomorrow. Oh, why'd I put my phone away? Why'd I put my phone away? Why'd I put my phone away? Why'd I put my phone away?
accelerator and look for...
So then you've got to take time flying straight level or losing altitude to regain that energy to stay competitive. The Typhoon, so when they came to emerge, the Raptor would turn.
But the manoeuvres are largely the same as he enters here from the left on the right. And one of the aircraft made the first ever landing by an F-16 and the first jet fighter landing for 40 years at Tulane in Greenland. Displayed to ASA and advanced electronic warfare manuals.
Imagine seeing the Ukrainian F-16 next year.
And trust in man and machine. From the right.
What we had, we had the question of the lorry, the red arrow, the white. Quite the
change into the men of school formation. There are in the F5 no electronic aids. So you have to fly looking left, looking right, depending on your position in the formation, only using visual aids. Non-stop corrections with power and stick are necessary to fly so precisely. Change into the Eiger formation, the famous with mounting. Tiger 60 splitting from the main formation, flying head on, getting smoke. Look amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a moment briefly. Here are some. In landing conditions. And there he goes, back in the sky. High energy. Once this is finished, our second solo, Bigfoot, splits from the main formation to present slow flight of the Tiger F5. Coming on, the first solo, overtaking. Half the maximum speed of what the F5 can do.
Seems like it.
Yeah, it's how.
Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? And to the right of main formation, full shift coming, flying right to left, live done.
That guitar C17 is so nice.
crossing for a 360 triple cross. High kilo XG turn continuing. The reverse call from the first solo to cross again. Intercepting the main formation. Just count, ladies and gentlemen, the number of formation changes you can see in 2024.
Even though they are displaying tomorrow.